Hello there and welcome to another Q&A here on my channel. If you find that your question wasn't answered in this particular video, don't worry, I'm uploading loads of these videos and your question will be answered, I guarantee it. So enjoy the show and I will see you all again very soon in another Doctor Who video here on my channel. Enjoy. Welcome to another Doctor Who video here on my channel. In today's video I will be answering your questions. So let's just jump straight into this because we have got a lot to get through. Okay, so we've got some questions to start this video off from Stephen Wright. And Stephen's questions are, what characters from Big Finish would you like to see created as figures? So I would definitely love a 5.5-inch version of Charlie Pollard, because I've literally just started listening to some of her audios and I think she's a really awesome character. I really am enjoying what she does, so to have a figure in representation of Charlie Pollard would be awesome. I'd also love to see some more Big Finish versions of the 8th Doctor as well. I just think that would be awesome. Second question from Stephen. What story would you like to see animated next after Fury from the Deep? And that's an easy one for me. I really want to see Evil of the Daleks animated. It's like probably the most anticipated Doctor Who story that I want to watch as much as we can. Obviously in animation form we're able to do so, so definitely the Evil of the Daleks. And the third question, would you like to see Paul McGann return to TV with his own Doctor Who series? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. The 8th Doctor is one of my favourite Doctors of all time, even though he was only really in the TV movie. And I made a video about this quite a few years ago actually, and this was before he reappeared in Night of the Doctor, so I was very happy to see him in that. But I think Paul McGann, even now, still looks like the same age as he did back in the mid-90s, and I think he deserves at least, you know, a good 3 or 4 series, you know, run. I think that would be superb. Wellsy Boy 94 asks, which lost story would I like to see found next? Well, very similar to what answer I've given before, is I would just love to see Evil of the Daleks in its entirety. I mean, it would just be the best news that I think any of us have received in the Doctor Who universe. Certi_RD asks, what made me decide to collect? So I was about, I would say 4 or 5. I've been introduced to Doctor Who and was enjoying watching it on video, and my dad was quite a avid Star Trek fan, and although he didn't collect merchandise, he just had videos. I started off collecting just the videos, and then it went on to magazines and then books and a few CDs and a few figures, and it really just escalated from there, and here we are today in 2020 surrounded by Doctor Who memorabilia. He also asks, what is your favourite piece and the piece that you regret the most? So I would answer that one with my favourite piece of merchandise is more than likely the Cancer Research style Dapol Dalek, which is the purple and black Dalek, which I have locked up in a glass cabinet down there. See if you can spot them. I've got 4 of them down there. Absolutely love those Daleks, and I love what they stand for as well, of course. So when Dapol produced those Daleks, a portion of the profits were donated to Cancer Research, which is just fantastic, really good. And you mentioned about me regretting something the most. I think you mean me regretting something that I've sold, and I would have to say I regret, I've got a lot of regrets. I think I regret selling like a lot of my character options action figures because buying them back now is so expensive. Probably the biggest regret, I guess, would be me having sold the first Doctor and TARDIS set, and I think I sold it for about 30 or 40 quid, and now I can't buy it for less than like £200 it seems. So yeah, that's a big regret of mine, that's for sure. And also, what do you think is the best set for earlier collectors to buy? And thanks for posting and making quarantine easier. Well, thank you for your comment, that's really kind of you. The best sets for collectors to buy, like early, if you're early on in your collecting career, I would say definitely go down to B&M if you can and get those sets, because they're relatively cheap and you get quite a lot for your money, and you can build a small army of Daleks and whatnot. And you can get quite a few various Doctors and TARDIS sets as well, and I think that really helps bulk out the collection. Another thing I would recommend if you're old enough to, or if you've got parents that have eBay, just kind of have a look on eBay and maybe set yourself a goal of £20 or £30 and think, right, I'm not going to spend any more than that amount of money, and you know, just keep looking, and you will find bargains up there. You know, people sell bundles of figures, and you know, you end up buying quite a lot of collection that way, and it might not have cost you too much money. So that was what I would recommend. Thank you for your questions. Okay, so the Kiwi Kingdom has asked, if my house gets robbed and all my sets were gone, crikey, which one would I miss the most? Okay, so I'd probably say, which ones would I miss the most? I'd miss all of it collectively. It would suck. I think the thing that would hurt me the most is the fact that I have the very first Dalek I was ever given, red and silver Dapol Dalek, and if that was to be stolen, I would never be able to get it back, because although I could buy one the same as, it wouldn't be the exact one. So I think that would suck, to be fair. And what are my theories on Revolution of the Daleks? I haven't really given it much thought, to be honest with you, but I think the fact that it's got the word revolution inside it, there's going to be some sort of Dalek revolution, which may mean the kind of bronze Daleks that we have known for such a long time are going to be kind of discarded perhaps, and this new black Dalek that we've seen leaked is going to create a whole bunch of new Daleks, maybe like Paradigm Daleks potentially. Could be their final revolution. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I'd love to know what you think that's going to happen in that story. It's kind of not that long now until Christmas, to be fair. This year is flying by. So, Imperial Dalek. Hey Raven, great to see your comments back. Yes, it certainly is. Here are my questions. What are your 3 favourite Dapol Daleks? Okay, good question. My top 3 are going to have to be the Cancer Research Dalek, as I mentioned before. I would then go and say the Boots Dalek, which is the blue and silver Dalek. I absolutely love that. And then I'd probably say the standard release movie Dalek, which is red and silver, that has that claw arm. I think those ones are probably my favourite Dapol Daleks. And what is the rarest item in my collection? Whoa, I would probably say it's the 12-inch red and black remote control Dalek from Product Enterprise that I've got, or I've got the gold-plated tiny little movie talking Dalek. And when I say tiny, it's like this big. It's only about 3 or 4 inches, and I believe it's kind of like real gold, so I guess that's kind of rare. But if we're talking how much something costs in rarity, then it would be that 12-inch red and black Dalek. I believe they go for quite a few £100s now. Okay, so Ryan the Collector Kid. Hey dude, another great video. I love how you did the Dapol Dalek collection. It would be cool to get another character options Dalek update on how many you have. Well, I do plan on making that video relatively soon, so be sure to keep checking the channel. I'll do some sort of video. Maybe I'll do a video of all of my Daleks across the board as well. Also, what video software do I use to edit my videos? Now that is a great question, because I've often asked other YouTubers that question, and I came across a YouTuber not so long ago actually called WhoTime. You've probably all heard of him by now, I hope, because I kind of got you guys to go and subscribe to him a few months ago, and he's doing really, really well. So WhoTime told me about a software that he has used before, and I then downloaded it, and that software is called HitFilm, and there are many premium parts to it, so you can pay for it, but at the moment I'm using the free software that you can download, and I am really enjoying using it. It's quite an easy program to run around. Before I used Windows Movie Maker, which is a bit of a cheap and simple video editing software which you really can't do much with. I see that you use Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro for your background music. So for my background music, generally I use the YouTube music that you can kind of have in your video for free. There's so much choice, and they do some really cool sound effects as well. As always, keep up the good work and stay safe. Peace. Thank you very much, buddy. You too. Of course, a massive thank you to my VIP patrons of Finley, Matthew Williams and Chris TJ. Thank you so much for your support, it's absolutely amazing. And a massive thank you as well to all of my patrons, and a massive thank you to everyone that subscribes to my channel and watches my videos. I really appreciate all of you.